Welcome back to this part 2, where we will show you how we took the 3 boats all the way down the 100 foot to King's Lynn and maybe a little bit further on. We'll show you the scenery, we will show you the wildlife, and we'll even show you the challenges along the way that we faced. Welcome to It's a Boat Thing, the 100 foot Expeditionary. Bit of an update. So we left at 6:15 in the end, got under the bridges. Unfortunately, I was trying to film from the front deck of Aurora how she fit under the first bridge, and the filming just didn't come out. Anyway, as an update, we are at 2.9 meters and we fit under the bridge there, and we had a good half a meter to spare at that time, so that was easy enough to do. And now we're running down the 100 foot, and we are probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles off the first structure. A good move putting the arch down there. You're going to clear it. You wouldn't have though if you hadn't put that down. That was a good shout, that. Railway bridge, and we were just about getting underneath that. We had to lower the arch. We were about 2.75 with 1.6 meters underneath us, so it was a good shout by Ash to lower the arch, otherwise we wouldn't have made it underneath. And as you can probably hear on that last video, we had a train go over the top of us at the same time as we were going underneath.
you can probably tell, so I'll just leave them be for the moment. Over.
Yeah, understood. We're not hearing anything from them either, so yeah, I'll give them a call on the telephone in a bit, but they know the plan for when we arrive at King's Lynn. Over.
Yeah, copy that. Coco out.
Aurora out. So every now and again, there's a bit of weed gets wrapped around the prop. A hard reverse, we call it a crazy Ivan after the film Hunt for Red October. But a hard reverse seems to clear it and the vibration goes away. So 0940 and Aurora is now making final approach to land at King's Lynn.
Living life fully, it fills up my soul. Ta-da-da-da-da, come sing along. In this beautiful life we all belong.
So what did you think then, fellas, to the trip coming down?
Good. Yeah. Yeah, really encouraged by the fact that we can be here so quick down in King's Lynn. it was an expedition, as we
was,
called it, because we
yes.
didn't know how it was going to go, and we were prepared for anything and everything. But yeah, pretty much
Do you
straight
think we
down.
achieved what we set out to try and do, at least in this direction
So far, yeah, absolutely, yeah, definitely. I think, you know, there are parts of it that are narrow, and it does sort of drag a little bit, so you can't get up too much speed. But other parts of it that you can really, you know, sort of go for
But
it.
like you say, 4 hours from Erith down to moored up at King's Lynn, that's not bad going, really, is it?
It's pretty good, yeah.
Do you think that we could have got on and got out to the sea if we'd have carried on?
Yeah, I thought so. I think, you know, under 4 hours, 3 boats, different configurations, and we still made it down here all together. And I think there was enough juice on the tide to get us out as well.
I would agree. Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, we could have got round and actually probably done Wells by about this time of day, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to have a look at
Obviously,
that bit round because of the time, because obviously we weren't at full tide when we got here.
No.
But yeah, no, interesting to have a look at that.
It would be, particularly if that was something that people might want to try and achieve. At this stage, it looks like it might be possible.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we can do the calculations and you can put a little note
I think it's a good idea.
on there if you so wish to let people know.
On the bottom of the screen, in post, I think, as they call it.
Yeah.
Small issue with the supercharger on board Aurora. We were down to about 7 knots, so we were fighting against time to get into Wells. Just about made it. We had about 6 or 7 minutes to spare as we turned up and they ushered us into the lifeboat station. If we hadn't have got there then, we would have had to turn around, put an anchor and wait for the next tide to come in.
Yeah, you'll see me standing there in a second, so we'll get the 3 of you in here.
Copy that, go cover.
Da-da-da-da-da, life's good, I feel wonderful. Every moment's a gift, oh, it's so beautiful. Got my
We waited for the next tide so we could move from the lifeboat holding station down to the main quay. And eventually all boats were tied up alongside the quayside, safe and sound.
stay. I'll keep shining my light, chase the grey away. In the ups and downs, I find my way. With love as my guide, I'll dance through the night. So here's to the moments, let them roll. Living life fully, it fills up my soul. Ta-da-da-da-da, come sing along. In this beautiful life we all belong.
Because of the supercharger issues on Aurora, we had a gentle cruise back from Wells. That meant that we couldn't make it in on the one tide straight into King's Lynn quayside, so we decided to put an anchor, and that was so worthwhile. It was peaceful, it was calm, we had a spot of lunch, waited for the tide, and then we got going again.
Laughter in my heart, I'm free like a bird. Clouds may come, but I won't let them stay. I'll keep shining my light, chase the grey away. In the ups and downs, I find my way. With love as my guide, I'll dance
So,
through the
good morning.
night.
You join us at 4:15 in the morning. We have a 5:30 tide to make to go back up to the main 100-foot cut through to get back to Erith. Number of factors that we need to put in here. Firstly, we need to let the tide to start coming in. Obviously that's to give us the water whilst we are here at King's Lynn, but then there's balancing that with having enough water as we go past Denver, and then having enough water to take us up to Erith, back to Hermitage Lock. But the balance comes of making sure that we've not got too much water, so we're not hitting the bridge structures going up the 100-foot. See in the background to me, but Lazy Days is run aground. As we were saying, there's a balance between having enough water under you and obviously trying to make sure you miss the structures that are coming up in front of us. So as we said, it's a bit of an expeditionary, just trying to ascertain, did we leave a little early? Could we have left it another 20 minutes or another half an hour? We won't really know the answer to that question until we get to the last bridge at Erith and we see what our head clearance heights are. So there we go, that's the job done. We went from Erith down to the coast, out on the coast, and back again, back up to Erith, and our timings were there or thereabouts. Well, that was a huge amount of fun, and thank you to the captains and crews of the boats that we took out. That was Aurora, Coco and Lazy Days. Hopefully you picked up a few pointers of how to do that, and of course your due diligence on your planning is a must. Make sure you know your tide times, your tidal ranges, and you can check that with your lock keepers at Hermitage Lock or even down at the Denver Sluice Complex. And the Port Authority at King's Lynn is a wealth of information, and they are all very, very helpful. Make sure you're provisioned, make sure you're ready to go to sea. Even if you're only doing the estuary, you should have a pleasant time, and of course you've planned for pretty much most eventualities. As always, if you like what you see, please comment below. We would love to hear from you. The subscribe button is over here in the corner, and we'll see you guys next time.